His Excellency Gregory Bowen, Minister of Finance, Economic Development, Physical Development and Energy, Mr. Gurbus Gonal, Director of Country Engagement and Partnerships at IRENA, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and thank you for joining today's webinar, which is part of Grenada's Capacity Building Program for Energy Management and Energy Audits. My name is Nadia Mohammed and I'm a Program Officer for the SIDS Lighthouses initiative, which is coordinated by IRENA, and I'll be taking you through today's proceedings. To formally open the session, I'd first would like to invite Mr. Gurbus Gonal, Director of Country Engagement and Partnerships, to deliver the welcoming remarks on behalf of IRENA. Mr. Gonal, I turn over to you.
Thank you very much, Nadia. Your Excellency Gregory Bowen, Minister of Finance, Economic Development, Physical Development and Energy, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, very warm greetings from Abu Dhabi, where International Renewable Energy Agency is based. And on behalf of the Director General of IRENA, Mr. Francesco La Camera, it's an honor to welcome you to this two-day training in the context of Grenada's capacity building program on energy auditing and energy management. At IRENA, we recognize the crucial need for strong partnerships to successfully deliver technical assistance and capacity building support that will help countries move forward with energy transition in the SIDS, Small Islands Developing States, in line with their national energy goals and climate commitments under the Paris Agreement. In this regard, with the support of the NDC partnership under the Climate Action Enhancement Package, this event is jointly organized with the Ministry of Finance, Economic Development, Physical Development and Energy, as well as the Ministry of Climate Resilience, Environment, Forestry, Fisheries and Disaster Management through the SIDS Lighthouses initiative that is coordinated by IRENA. I would like to acknowledge at the outset the government's ongoing efforts to transition Grenada's energy sector towards a more efficient, low carbon and climate resilient sector that fosters sustainable development and economic growth. As noted in the Grenada's revised nationally determined contributions, the island is committed to reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 40% by 2030. And for the energy sector, achieving this target will require energy conservation mechanisms and renewable energy deployment. In particular, the residential sector has been an important target for energy conservation policies as a major consumer of energy with a high potential for savings through efficiency instruments. Additionally, we have also recognized the critical role of youth in driving the energy transition, which can only be enhanced through their increased participation in policy dialogue, decision-making, awareness, and capacity building. To this end, this training is focused on strengthening the local capacity of homeowners and youth, and you will learn about the fundamentals of energy as well as the benefits of energy conservation and energy efficiency. It will also equip you with the knowledge to conduct your own energy assessment at home so that you can identify simple, cost-effective options to reduce your energy consumption. I encourage you all to actively participate in the discussions and exercises that will ultimately help you to lower your electricity bill, which in turn benefits you yourself to start with, but also the environment around you as well as your country. Our SIDS Lighthouse initiative prioritizes actions towards strengthening capacities and also reinforcing the links between energy efficiency and renewable energy to mitigate climate change, improve energy security, and contribute to sustainable development in SIDS. Therefore, early next year, we will continue our capacity building support through additional components focusing on other key sectors such as financial sector, commercial and industrial sector, along with public sector. And at the end, I wish you a very successful 2 days of training and fruitful deliberations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Gunul, for your welcoming remarks. As mentioned, this event would not be possible without the coordinated effort among several partners, including the Government of Grenada. And today we have the honor of hearing from His Excellency Gregory Bowen, Minister for Finance, Economic Development, Physical Development and Energy. Honorable Minister, I now invite you to deliver the opening address. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. Mr. Grenada, IRENA Director, permanent secretaries, and other officials from the Ministry of Energy in Grenada, and all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. This 2-day webinar organized by IRENA in conjunction with the Division of Energy and the Ministry of Climate Resilience and the Environment comes at an opportune time, given the current climate of high and volatile energy costs and the economic pressures created by the pandemic that are hurting homeowners and the small businesses. Energy, and in particular, electricity, are fundamental requirements for the development of any nation. Therefore, access to affordable, reliable, clean, and secure energy will drive the sustainable development of all sectors and the economy. As is articulated in the National Sustainable Development Plan 2020 to 2035, to craft a pathway for sustainable development into 2035 and national transition towards sustainable energy or energy efficiency and renewable energy is required. As you may be aware, over 95% of the electricity generated in Grenada is derived from fossil-based petroleum products. The volatility of the prices of the fuel used to generate electricity directly impacts the cost per unit of electricity consumed, a cost that has risen significantly in recent times. To combat this situation, consumers of energy, particularly households, are encouraged to practice sound energy management. According to Grenlec's annual report for 2020, the average annual consumption per customer increased by 2% over the previous year for the domestic sector. Proper energy management is fundamental to controlling, optimizing, and reducing energy consumption in homes. Controlling and reducing energy consumption is key to reducing the cost of the electricity consumed. Proper energy management involves knowing what your consumption levels are, finding opportunities to save energy, taking actions to target the opportunities to save energy, and tracking your progress to determine how well your actions have worked. Clearly, energy conservation and energy efficiency must be considered as national energy resources, similar to solar, wind, and geothermal, which can provide a comparative advantage for the country's economy and development. It is well known that the greenest kilowatt hour is the one we have never consumed. Therefore, it is incumbent upon all citizens to practice 1, energy conservation by avoiding the use of energy where possible, and 2, energy efficiency by reducing the amount of energy used. Behavioral changes to energy use can make a huge difference as well. This webinar is designed to guide homeowners, small businesses, young entrepreneurs on how to assess their electricity consumption and to identify and implement energy saving measures. While it may be recognized that the most significant benefits to reducing energy consumption is cost savings, there are also some intangible benefits that must be highlighted. Reducing our energy consumption also means reducing our carbon footprint and carbon dioxide emissions and helping to protect and preserve our environment. This is critical in allowing Grenada to meet national targets set forth in the National Determined Contribution under the Paris Agreement, the National Sustainable Development Plan 2020 to 2025, and the National Climate Change Policy. Indeed, there have been some actions taken in Grenada towards the transition into a sustainable energy market that is built on renewable energy and energy efficiency. One of the most important signals was the promulgation of the new Electricity Supply Act 2016, the ESA, that aims to encourage the uptake and wide diffusion of renewable energy into the market. With the new ESA and the establishment of the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, the PURC, Grenada is poised to achieve the intended transition towards sustainable energy. Furthermore, the National Climate Change Policy, the NCCP, 2017 to 2021, provides the most comprehensive direction for us to pursue low carbon development and build resilience to climate change. Additionally, as communicated in the National Determined Contribution, the government has committed to reducing greenhouse gas emission by 30% of the 2010 level by 2025, with an indicative reduction of 40% of the 2010 level by the year 2030. The nationally determined contribution also identifies a 30% reduction in emissions from the production of electricity. In this regard, it is envisioned that 10% of these emissions reduction will come from adding renewable energy into the production mix, while the remaining 20% will come from implementing energy efficiency measures. This crystallizes the point that energy efficiency and conservation are the greenest sources of electricity. As a direct response to the challenges brought on by the increased fuel prices and electricity costs, government has moved swiftly to provide some relief to consumers. Among the recent measures implemented are 1, zero rating of the VAT, removal of the environmental levy on electricity consumption for domestic consumers with usage up to 500 kilowatt hours, reduction of 25% on the non-fuel charge per kilowatt hour for all categories of consumers, and a 2% cap on the cost per gallon of gasoline and diesel whenever retail prices rise above $15. These measures are only there to encourage our consumers to build and work with us for the quick transition to renewable energy. They are not there as an encouragement for fossil fuel. In fact, it is by giving our consumers the ability to withstand that they have signaled the intention that they will be with us in government as we move speedily into the transition to renewable energy. The government of Grenada extends its appreciation to IRENA for this well-timed initiative. I therefore encourage you to take advantage of this webinar series, which promises to provide you with tools to help save energy, save money, and ultimately the environment. I thank you, wish you all the best, and happy to declare this webinar session on capacity building in Grenada open. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Minister Bowen. We sincerely appreciate you taking the time to open this session and also to highlight the government's commitments and efforts to transitioning Grenada's energy sector to a more sustainable and climate-friendly one. And on behalf of IRENA, we look forward to continuing this partnership with Grenada and to future engagements with both you and your dedicated staff. So I thank you.
Thank you.
At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we will kickstart our training. We thank you for being here today. We know that Christmas time is around the corner, so you might be using extra energy to cook up a storm for your family or shopping for new appliances or gifts. And these topics and more will be covered over the next 2 days. And we hope at the end of the training, as the minister said, you're able to save energy at home and ultimately save some money. So this webinar is also meant to be very interactive, and we encourage you to ask us questions throughout the presentations or after the presentations. And you can use the chat feature on Zoom. It's at the bottom to ask us these questions. Today, you'll need pen and paper, a calculator, and if you have your GrenLec bill handy, you can also use that. If you don't, that's okay, because this webinar will be recorded, so you can always come back to it for future reference. While our presenters are setting up for the presentation, I'll briefly introduce the team of energy efficiency experts from the Energy Resources Institute based in India, and they'll be guiding us through the presentations over the next 2 days. So our team comprises Dr. Rao. He has over 25 years experience implementing energy efficiency and renewable energy technologies throughout different economic sectors, and he has worked across the globe, including Guyana. And other members of the team are Mr. Mohan and Mr. Sharma, who are fellows within the Industrial Energy Efficiency Division at the Energy Resources Institute, and they both hold masters in renewable energy engineering and management. So I now hand over to our trainers, to Dr. Rao, to take us through today's presentation. Over to you, Dr. Rao.
Thank you, Ms. Nadia. The opening remarks are well set for the training program. So we now start with the technical session on first webinar. It is mainly on the save energy and save money for the home owners and the youth. It is mainly the content which we are going to cover on the first day of this particular session is mainly on the objectives and methodology and target audience for this particular program, and a brief on energy sector. Already the minister has very loudly he has mentioned the targets, what has been set for the Grenada energy sector and renewable energy targets. It's a very good input for all the participants. And the energy management training program, which we are going to cover in the first day, mainly the fundamentals of energy efficiency and conservation, and understanding the energy bill, how we have to understand and what is the importance of the energy bill, and a step-by-step approach for the home energy assessment, and some case studies for the simple calculations, and the question and answers at the end of the session. So the first background of this particular program, as Honorable Minister has briefed, the government has well recognized that reduction in energy consumption and managing and increasing the energy efficiency is one of the easiest mode and the highest returns which the government can gain from this particular initiative. And with the government partnership, the SIDS Lighthouse initiative, along with IRENA, collaborating the Government Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development and Physical Development, as well as the ministry which is responsible for climate resilience and the environment, together has been organizing this particular webinar. And it is mainly aiming at understanding the energy consumption at the homes and how it need to be assessed and how better we can manage this energy to bring it down the consumption and realize the benefits for the individual homes. It is the main aim of this particular program. The end of this session is basically to conduct the energy audits on self-based energy audits. This is the aim which we are targeting. The methodology for this particular initiative is developing a course material. There is a training material also will be shared later. And the webinar series, it is the first webinar which is being conducted for the homeowners and the youth, but there are other webinars is going to follow in the next coming months, mainly for the hotels and the commercial complexes and even the government and even the financial institutions, bankers. There is a separate webinar series is there for the energy efficiency improvement, which is going to take place. And this first webinar, which we are going to start with the household webinar, that is including the case studies, which we are going to see in the next 1 hour study. And tomorrow also we are having a series of assessment methods. So as a commitment, what we have seen that 30% reduction in emissions for the electricity production, that is the main commitment which has been committed by the Grenada at the Paris summit, and which is mainly 10% is a renewable integration and 20% from the energy efficiency up to 2025. But at the same time, it is also aiming at 40% reduction in emissions with 100% integration of renewables by 2030 kind of one. Mainly the renewable energy which is targeted is geothermal energy for 15 megawatt and solar 10 megawatt and wind of 2 megawatt. This is in the part of renewable energy, but however, the energy efficiency target, which is there up to 2025, is a 20% is the energy efficiency gains to be realized by the individual sectors. It is a contribution from every citizen and participants who are there. Everybody need to understand the importance of the energy efficiency. So the next, if you can see the total Grenada energy input, whatever has been imported as a fuel for all the liquid fuels, which is gas oil or gasoline and the aviation fuel and LPG, all put together, it is almost like 536 billion barrels of oil equivalent, and which is almost 22.5 million gallons of the fuel, which is going to be imported already of a 2018 figure, of which nearly 50% of the diesel, basically the which is being gas oil, which has been consumed across the power generation sector itself. That is a very prominently been used. Remaining other like Kero is being used for aviation, and LPG is mainly for the domestic purposes. The sector-wise, if you can see as a whole, what are the fuels which has been imported as a contribution, residential sector is the highest consumer as a total primary energy. If you take, it's almost 30% plus. It is mainly because both electricity as well as the LPG will be accounted in this particular section. In transportation also, you can see it is diesel, fuel, and LP, all the three combination of fuels which has been accounted for the transportation sector. So these are all includes the different segments, and the primary consumption of the residential sector alone is contributing 30% of the energy, and which is equivalent of nearly 30% of the direct and indirect related carbon emissions, which is taking place. So, so the residential sector is going to play a very key role in the implementation of energy efficiency. The next, if you can come to the electricity, as I told, the diesel which has been used primarily for power generation, and of which nearly 53 megawatts of the electricity generation installed capacity has been installed across mainland as well as in the islands. And if you can see the amount of energy generation in the 2020, it is slightly less. Probably it is because of the COVID, but otherwise the peak energy generation which has been happened in the year 2019. And in 2020, almost close to 220 gigawatt hours of electricity has been generated and which has been consumed by the end users. And renewable energy also, if you can see, it is a 2.45 megawatts of solar and nearly 880 kilowatt of wind, which has been installed capacity, which has been there in the system. And there are several private small solar on rooftops and other things are also has been installed in the country. And next, if you can see the total generation, which has been island-wise and the mainland, mainly from the diesel, which has been produced, and at two locations in the Queen's Park and Maritime, there is a very small, less than 10%, also even in 1% in the mainland has been from the solar energy. Otherwise, the whole power which has been from the electrical energy has been produced from the diesel source. So the next, if you can see the number of customers who are there at the different segments, the domestic, commercial, as well as the industrial consumers. The domestic consumers, the home sector, residential sector is around 45,000 consumers which are there. but their energy contribution is around 38%, whereas the commercial consumers are around 7,200 consumers, which is around 48, which is mainly because of the hotels and restaurants and other commercial activities which has been there. So their consumption levels are slightly higher. But the number of consumers is also an important factor where the domestic consumers play a role. And there is the industrial consumers are 40 numbers in the country, and their contribution of energy, electrical energy consumption is 3%. However, there is others are 11% of the energy consumption, which is mainly close to 6 to 7% is the losses, which is the transmission losses and distribution losses. But also there is a street light and a utility load, water pumping and other services load also has been there in this others category. Coming to the fundamentals, the energy and energy efficiency and energy conservation, and energy is been everybody knows it is a work to do. Then it has been like every day, whatever the activities we are doing, even the children and physical work and even the movement of the mobility, everything is in work. Energy, which is help to do the work. And you can see the fundamentals of energy as the definitions. As I told, energy is the ability to do the work as a capacity. And energy is been, you can say work and power. There are the two interrelated parameters. The power is nothing but the energy per conversion into a work, which is at the rate. Rate is nothing but the time duration to do the work. And energy can be say as a power times of time. That is kWh in terms of electrical energy when we are taking. So our main focus is electricity at the homes because LPG is the other one is for cooking purpose, but main focus electricity. Electricity is having two things. One is a unit is a kilowatt. That is the power needed to operate any equipment, any kind of equipment, which has been measured in kilowatt. Kilowatt is the bigger unit where 1000 watts is considered to be as 1 kilowatt. And whereas the kWh, which is nothing but if a equipment, whichever has been connected with the electricity supply, which has been operated for 1 hour, a 1 kilowatt equipment, then it is comes to a 1 kWh. That is the unit which we will pay for that amount of energy. So joules is a Newton per meter, and watt is nothing but voltage and amperage, which is been interrelated. It is the unit. So the different forms of energy, if you can see the forms of energy, is it physical energy and thermal energy and electrical energy? Physical energy, you can say, is a daily routine, what we do with the moving of the objects and lifting of the objects, kind of one. And thermal energy is a gas stoves and gas water heaters. And electrical energy is mainly like domestic appliances, lighting, fans, air conditioning. These are the forms of energy which daily we will see in our routine life. But physically, if you see as energy, there are different forms of energy which like a chemical energy, electromagnetic energy, and mechanical energy and electrical energy. There are the different forms which one form to other form it can be changed and it can be used. But chemical energy, if you see mainly which has been stored in the form of gas oil or more gas, which we normally see. Okay, next. So the main thing is the electricity, which can be produced from the various sources. Where in Grenada we are producing from using the fuel, solar, and wind. So there is a geothermal which is being projected to be a high integration is going to come in future years. Whereas the energy transition, which is calling for more of electrical energy, electrical appliances, which is going to take place. That's what Minister also mentioned that. At the residential sector, 2% of the energy has been increased over the year. That is a very important figure which we can take up. And next. So the electricity, when we are talking about, it is important to note there is a whatever the useful energy, that is kilowatt actual power. When it reaches to the end equipment, it is also comes with some amount of waste the energy, but that is nothing but reactive power, where we need to minimize the reactive power component waste energy, and active energy should be very high. The analogy of the beer, which is nothing but whenever we are pouring in the water, beer will come with both liquid as well as the foam to be minimum kind of a concept. Is the same applies for the electricity. So always the active power, real power, what we are to be very close to the thing. Okay. Next one is electrical energy. What we are having is the meters. If you can see any appliance, how it will be, every appliance will have its logo, and it's having stamped with a kilowatt on the back of its nameplate and a tag, product tag. So we can take that one as a reference, and we can see whether it is in watts or kilowatt. So 1 kilowatt is nothing but 1000 watts, which is there. Based on that, if we are using that particular equipment for a 1 hour period, then it is a 1 kilowatt hour, which will be recorded in our home energy meter, basically. So this is a fundamental. Now, the use of energy, how we can say what is the difference between the energy conservation or efficient use or energy intensive. It is basically the individuals has to practice at individual levels, even the youth. If you can say, if you are commuting at a public place, if you are using a stairs where you are coming from the top to bottom, or if you are ready to go from the bottom to top, if you can see this energy, it is an energy conservation. And if you are using same a lift, which is there with the minimum number, the lift must be specified with the 3 members or 4 members. If all the 4 members joining together and going, or it is a good energy management, you can say, kind of one. But in case if individuals are going separately, every time one person want to go up and come down, then it is an energy intensive process. So it is a behavior. This applies to every day in whatever the actions and activities we are doing, we can recollect, and it makes a sense. The next. So you can see the other mode of transport, mobility side also. If you are traveling to the nearest supermarket for a small purchase, if it is possible, if you have, then we can use a bicycle or a walk. That is called as say energy conservation. But if you are using something like a bigger pickup SUV for the small purchase, then it is an energy intensive process. If you are using for the modest small car, or then it is an energy efficient use of transport. So it is our decision. It is the individual's decision whether we should be energy intensive or we are efficient mode. That need to be decided based on the availability and what kind of action we are doing in our daily life. So next. So the importance of energy, as it has been loudly told, that it is a energy plays a very important role in the economic growth of any country and development. So the energy efficiency is an important aspect where we can have a reduced amount of energy requirement to produce the same product or service. So high efficiency equipments can be maintained, and energy conservation, which is an integral part of energy efficiency, also will come into the picture, where we can, as I told, using a natural walkway or bicycle kind of one, or switching off the lights. These are the things which falls under the category of energy conservation. So energy management is it is a management within our home, how we can use and how we will manage the energy which we will take up first, or how we will maintain our appliances. These are all comes under the category of energy management. How we can reduce our wastages, need to be looked. So these are the very preliminary, you can say, as a definitions for our practices, what we're going to follow. Next. So as energy efficiency and energy conservation, if you can see as a using of less energy to provide the same service, which is energy efficiency. And energy conservation is the behavior that, as I told, what is a choice which we select as a result of using the less energy. It is the behavioral science. So as in some examples, if you are turning off the lights when it is not required, it is called as energy conservation. And inefficient lighting fixtures, if you are replacing with the LED, it is an efficient improvement for the same amount of light with the less amount of energy we are putting. So it is an energy efficient method. Also, the setting up of the thermostats, if you can say, if you are optimally set it, the temperatures where the energy has been saved, then in the air conditioner, it is called as energy conservation. And if you are buying as a new high efficiency inverter based air conditioners, split air conditioners, or the web, even Wi-Fi interfaced air conditioners today, which you are getting, those are all the high energy efficiency product, and which you can say it is comes under the category of energy efficiency kind. So, so there is a large benefits. Benefits will be there for from the energy conservation point of view for the individuals at home level and building level, at the national level, at the global level, where we can see the reduction in the energy bills, increase in comfort levels and productivity, and increase in profits, kind of benefits which we can see from the energy conservation. And national level, the fuel imports will come down, and the same amount we can use for additional infrastructural development, and whatever the amount of power has been saved, additional economic activities can be done, and also it is going to meet the NDC's commitment, the emissions limit, whatever has been committed, that will be met. And at the global level, it's all for the sustainability, it will help, and the overall greenhouse gas emissions will come down. So the next one. So the energy management, when we are talking about the energy management, efficient use of energy, which is nothing but using a less energy, it can be done through these 4 methods, where stop the wastages of energy and minimize the energy consumption wherever it is possible. And individuals' energy intensity, you have to identify with the activities, what we are doing, what equipment we are using, appliances we are using, whether we are using a high energy intensity, as I told as an example of a pickup, if you are using for the small shopping. So that kind of assessment one need to do. And took a look, you see, it is not a one-time process where maybe like every year once, or you have to do your own assessment of your home. Probably you must be seeing the energy consumption must be increased or decreased, or why it is happening, what new equipment has come, like that. So that is the energy management. So as I say, the energy efficiency and renewable energy are both the twin pillars for the sustainable development of any home or say the nation. So this is fundamentally important. So before going for any renewable energy implementation, if your house is going with the solar or anything, it is very important to look into the energy efficiency as a first step. Then you have to go for the renewable energy integration, so that the cost effectiveness will be there. So just we'll run through the steps for the energy audit of your own home, how you have to do and how you need to look. The energy audit is basically to determine where and when and why, how energy has been used in a home or facility. You can say it's like you can take it as a school or your college, also as an identity, and you can look into the energy saving opportunities, identify the opportunities to improve the energy efficiency. So the basic steps is like primarily you select your home and review on what way we are consuming, what are the appliances are there, what kind of equipments are there. You can have a list and Then you see that whether you have a very old equipment, new equipment, is there a potential for possibility, kind of just to have a quick preliminary view. That is the first step. Then you can have a detailed assessment, visually inspect the whole home with all the very specifically go and see the equipment ratings and other things, and electricity utility bill you can review. You can check how it is and what are the components are there, how much units you are consuming, kind of one. And interview with the occupants. You can have a family members discussion, what is their habits, how they're consuming, when they're stopping, when they're starting. These kind of review, one can have a dialogue and identify the opportunities. If there is anything which we can stop, kind of, and we can have in the first assessment. Then the next one goes to the energy intensive methods, where there is a good amount of consumptions where you are identified. Try to evaluate the performance of those energy high consuming equipments and analyze the energy losses, what kind of losses are being there, and try to improve the potential, what kind of potential is there for that one we need to assess during the data analysis. And once this data analysis will bring us to a level that where there is a potential saving opportunities, that also we can make. So the energy audit, whatever the steps we are having, the energy methods, then we can summarize that one into the report ourselves to have a cost benefit analysis and develop action plan for implementation to bring down the energy savings also. So is there any questions or anything? Anyone wants anything on this particular one? Or we'll just go through the steps, then we can have a questions. Okay, next. So the first step, as I told, try to collect all the appliances and equipment use and technology, and where the energy has been consumed and which area, which room it has been consumed more, or whether it is consuming in for the air conditioning or for the lighting. You can have areas, you can demark yourself, and you can have, and energy bills and receipts for the LPG and other things you can collect. And when you are reading the bills and other things, you need to look at not only the cost, but also the energy in terms of kWh. And occupancy and operating schedule, at what time we are getting up, and weekends, how we are behaving, weekends, what we are doing in the house, those kind of things also, on which equipments we may be using during the weekends, that kind of information also one need to collect. And identify the specific energy, how much energy we are consuming per month, every month it is same or low. Even in the energy bill, we will get that what is the kind of energy usage we are doing, which month we are doing high or low, also has been given in the bill. We can have a review on that particular one when you are doing your own assessment. And energy efficiency for the similar kind of house, same area, same type of appliances, same number of people. What is the energy? You can have a comparative analysis, and is there any specific equipments are consuming more energy, kind of on which you can draw and plan. Next. So after doing the collection of the information, if you are doing your own assessment, then we need to have like operating practices, what kind of operations been there, how air conditioners are being used, how the lights has been switched on, at what time to what time, those kind of observations you need to note it down. Then if required, you can use some portable equipments also to take the assessment of the individual load of the equipments and other things. Or if there is some equipments already been used in the home, like thermostats, temperature settings and other things, which you can even also see from the inbuilt equipments of the equipments. That also will give an indication to you. And you can conduct trials and test. You can adjust the settings, temperature settings and other things, and you can have a look and review the maintenance practices, what is being specified by the supplier, and when we are doing the maintenance, those kind of things also one can have a review, and look at the interaction with building occupants or the users or the in charges or the security people in the schools and other things like that. You can have an interactive sessions so that those interactive sessions will give us some kind of inputs for drawing the recommendations, suggestions kind of. Next. Then you have a data and findings, whatever the data we have collected and measurements we have seen and observations, you can draw an action plans. What is the specific energy? In case if you are having the large consuming equipment, then do the evaluation, performance evaluation, what is the efficiency levels it's operating. And if the efficiency low compared to the design, then you see that what could be the probable factors which is contributing to the losses you can assess. Then once you are assessed the reduction or the losses, then you see that what kind of measures can be done to bring down the energy consumption, changing the operating parameters or loss reduction. Is there something we can do, or you can have to have any new equipments or retrofit, something you have to put it for that particular equipment so that the savings can be realized, energy will come down. Or we need to replace, as it is a very old equipment, its life is over, or it is consuming higher power than the new equipments available in the market. You can have a decision on that. Then we have, you can have the implementation of the low cost measures. You can have a trials, you can do some kind of a testing trials, and there are various measures how we are using at the home, what kind of equipments are there. Based on that, you can decide how you can do, even like a reshuffling of some equipments where you can changing from the smaller AC to the smaller area and larger AC to the bigger area based on the operating hours. If you're using longer hours, even the smaller AC is sufficient. You get some kind of an assessment. Once you start doing the assessment, there are the different opportunities one can identify and you can look into. Then next. Then once all these assessment has been done, then you can have a economic evaluation, what kind of savings you can get, and other savings, like if you are having a water pump where the pump is not installed with the level controller, where the water is flowing from the tank every day or every time whenever you're switching on the pump. Then if you are putting the level controller to this pump, it not only saves the energy, but also the overflow of water which is coming from the overhead tank, that also can be saved. So other benefits, whenever you are doing the energy savings, there could be other related benefits which you are getting, that also you can account and assess the total cost savings. Then the investment required for that particular one, low cost or no cost, no, you can assess. Based on the investment and the savings, you can have a derive the payback in a month's period you will get, or per a year you will get, when you will get your money, how many days you will get your money, kind of assessments which you can do. These kind of, this is the steps which we are seeing here, but the actual calculation of the equipments and saving opportunities we can see in the next presentations. Next. So all the steps, whatever we have done in the last 5 steps, 1 to 5, this can be consolidated, and you can have sessions like what we are observed and what kind of measurements we have done, what analysis, and what are the findings, and where there is an opportunities which you can list it down. Then you can, if somebody suppliers or contractors you want to call for implementation, that also can be listed down, name it. Then you can categorize the savings based on the payback. That will give you an idea that based on your budget availability, which measures you, it is not necessary that always all the energy saving measures will be implemented at home, but at least if you can able to identify at least 4 or 5 measures can be taken up in the first year, and a few measures for the next 3 years kind of one, which you can rank them and you can implement. So these are the step-by-step methodology. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Rao. I just have a quick question. So in the context of the home, how long would that process take for someone like me who is in an apartment, 2-bedroom apartment? How long would that process take for me to identify, you know, what is consuming the most energy to actually implementing some energy saving measures?
If you can say straight away, if you can put a good amount of time, like 3 hours in a day, in 2 days time, you can complete the assessment. But it is also important that when we are doing the home, it is important to do like a holiday weekend, like a Saturday or Sunday, if it is a weekend, because our activities during the regular normal day and the weekend, it will be slightly different. The type of equipments which we are going to use and other things. So you need to keep like a home energy audit, say 1 or 2 weekends you can do and 1 working day you can do. You no need to do a full day job kind of, and maybe like you put an effort for 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. It will be a good time to make. And even you can have a bills, energy bills and other things you can pre-hand, you can collect and you can keep it also kind of one. But once you start doing the work, then I think while doing the analysis and other things, you need to know, you may be not getting some specifications and other things. Probably you need to do internet search and other things for that rating, and same model if you can give in the net, then you will get the rating and kilowatt kind of. Okay.
Thanks very much, Dr. Rao.
Thank you.
We have a question from the participant.
Yeah.
When are the peak times, as in the times consumption of energy are the highest in Grenada?
Yeah, generally it will be during the evening hours where the lighting also will be there, where that is a main period. That is what you are looking at the home or as a country when the peak hours. Mainly the festival seasons like Christmas season and those periods, the lighting and other things will be more. That is a demand side management when it comes.
And I also imagine during Carnival, Grenada Carnival is something.
Yeah, Grenada Carnival. Yeah, that kind of festivals when there is events are going on during those particular periods, the peak period records. As I mentioned, the peak has been recorded as 33 megawatts is a peak load which has been recorded in Grenada. Yeah.
Another question, are we charged differently during these peak periods?
No, at this moment, I think the next, you can see the next session where the electricity bill analysis, how it has been done, what has been charged. But peak demand charges are not yet been there in the Grenada electricity bill, which you can see in the next session.
Great, thank you.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
And
yeah.
There's one last question or just a comment, just for us to reiterate at the residential level, what are the appliances that consume the most electricity and the approximate contribution in terms of percentage to the electricity bill. So I know you're going to take us through the electricity bill now, and then we'll get into specific appliances.
Yeah.
So perhaps we can keep this comment in mind while you're going through the presentation.
Sure, sure.
So,
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Over to you to explain the Grenada bill to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good morning, participants. So now let us go through and understand about Grenada electricity, Grenada electricity bill. So this is a sample copy of electricity bill, which every month you will be getting at your home. Here at the top, you can see consumer specific details like customer number, and account type. Account type means either domestic, commercial, industrial, or any street light feeder. And there are so many components which are shown here in the electricity bill, like there is meter reading which is taken for the previous year as well as this previous month and this month, and the date is shown there and the unit reading is shown there. Whereas The difference of both the readings gives the number of days as well as the total amount of energy consumed for the particular period. And there is one more component called type of service. So either metered service or unmetered service. Like some of the you consumers will be exempted from paying the bill. For them, it is called a non-metered service, whereas everyone should be a metered service. And there are non-fuel as well as fuel components. Like with respect to the usage of the period, a total energy consumption for the period, there are the billing is charged based on non-fuel as well as fuel component with these rates. This I will be explaining soon. And there is a demand or floor area, particularly for commercial buildings. This parameter is used, and total energy charges, everything is mentioned, calculated at the end. There are also government charges which are applicable for this for all commercial as well as industrial feeders. And historical energy consumption of last 8 months is also provided here with number of days usage in that particular period, as well as average energy consumption per day. So coming to the components of the Grenada electricity bill. So first component is non-fuel charge, which is mainly it is shown here as 0.40570. It is calculated based on the transmission, distribution, infrastructure, mostly infrastructure cost of total Grenada, as well as which includes manpower cost, everything, and total energy handled in that particular period. And the average unit price is calculated based on this. This per unit 0.4057 is calculated. And coming to fuel charge, every month Grenada is importing a lot of fuel, and this fuel for the past 3 months, what is the quantity of fuel that is used for generating electricity and the number of units generated. Based on that, this average fuel price per kilowatt hour is derived, and every month it will be adjusted. So with respect to the seasonal variation, this price also is varying. This fuel price per unit 0.42329 is varied every month with respect to the energy generation as well as amount of diesel used for generating the electricity. And this third component is the total electricity charges, which is an addition of non-fuel as well as fuel. And if you see fourth one, there is an environmental levy imposed on the bill, if which is collected on behalf of Grenada's Solid Waste Management Authority. If the consumption, this is particularly with respect to the domestic sector. If the consumption is less than 99 units per month, there is no charge. If the consumption is above 99 and up to 149 units per month, there is $5 is levy is implied on the bill. And if the consumption is above 150 units, $10 is implied. And value added tax is applicable on the non-fuel portion. That is around 15% charge of the total non-fuel charge is applied as VAT if the consumption in domestic sector is above 99%. For below 99, there is no VAT applicable here. And based on this, total current charges like a fuel charge and non-fuel charge and government charges are calculated. And total amount due, if there are any adjustment like brought forward, which is pending from the previous bill, or if any discount government is giving in this particular month. Like if you see in the bill, there is notes given here. Due to Corona, government has given some discount. Grenada also has given some discount, and the total discount is subtracted from the total current electricity charges. And based on that, the total current charges are derived, total amount due is derived, and which the consumer has to be paid that month. So this is the typical electricity tariff structure, which is a recent one collected from the website of Grenada. So it is divided into 4 consumer sectors, mainly domestic, commercial, industrial, street lighting consumer. And there are different parameters, as I explained earlier: government charges, environmental levy, fuel charges, non-fuel charges, floor area, horsepower. Coming to with specific to domestic consumer, VAT is applicable for consumption of 99 units and above, 15% on non-fuel charge. Environmental levy is applicable for 99 units and above. Fuel charge, it is effective from November 2021. That means for the previous 3 months, August, September, October, the average fuel consumption per unit is taken, and that based on that, this 0.4459 is derived. And non-fuel charge, it is updated from 1st January 2016. If they and this floor area is mainly applicable only for commercial buildings, where for per 50 square feet of floor area, 20 cents are charged every month. And there is no horsepower charge, especially for domestic as well as consumer, commercial consumers. So what are the factors impacting the electricity bill? Now, there are 6 factors I have shown here, but there will be so many numerous other factors also. These are the main 6 factors, especially due to increase in number of people. Like during any festival season or wedding or any other thing, there will be number of people increase, and accordingly the number of the overall energy consumption will increase, and there may be some additional equipment which may be running for the temporarily during that period, and this is one of the factor which may be increasing your electricity bill. And second factor is improper design of air conditioned spaces. Like if you are incorporating a new air conditioning system in your home, for example, when the room is air conditioned, there should be good false ceiling as well as good windows. Windows should be without any leakages, and it should be UV protected. Everything should be there. If there is no false ceiling, the effective area of the room is increasing, and that will be consuming in additional units, because the AC has to work more to cool more area of the room. That's why mainly false ceiling will help in reducing the overall effective space of the room, and it will help in minimizing your energy bill. One more component is increasing in number of activities due to special occasions. Like if special occasions, every time it will come, like carnival or Christmas is a special occasion, and there definitely the party period, this energy consumption and new activities will be there, which will consume more energy. And one more factor is faulty installation of equipment. Like for example, I will take an example of a pump. If the pump is improperly designed, that means it may be oversized pump or anything. It may be consuming the more, like if it is delivering more pressure and it is not required that much pressure to pump the water to the first floor, then definitely pump will be taking additional energy which is not required. We will be controlling the output valve to minimize the pressure which is actually required. So that is the improper design of the equipment. One more thing is billing issues. Sometimes the bill may not be properly, like an estimation may be given, or only sometimes inconsistently billing period also results in additional bill. This may be from granular side, a mistake from the granular side. And one more thing is increasing number of appliances. So as there will be tendency of the households, like for every year some new equipment they may be buying, which may be useful to improve the comfort level of their living and all. This is also contributing to additional electricity bill. So we will understand the electricity bill with a small example case study. Here in particular home, I have shown here a few appliances like television, fridge, washing machine, air conditioner, lights, and indoor lighting as well as outdoor lighting. So typically number of quantity I have mentioned here, as well as wattage of each appliance is mentioned here. The wattage will be and also operating hours per month is also mentioned here. When the product of all the three gives the total energy consumption per month. So for this particular home with this kind of appliances, the total consumption per month is around 120 to 123 units. So these are the main parameters which is required for assessing the electricity bill for this particular kind of household. So if you see fuel charges, non-fuel charges, VAT and environmental levy. Here the overall consumption of the house is total per month is around 123 units, which is more than 99. So environmental levy is applicable here, as well as VAT is also applicable in this case. If you go into the sample electricity bill, which I am showing here, you can see the overall energy consumption is only 91 units. Where so in this particular case, there is no environmental levy and there is no VAT. So in this particular application, there is environmental levy as VAT applicable here. So this is the basic approach to calculate the total energy, total electricity cost for that particular month. So if you consider that 120 to 123 units and consider the fuel charge for that particular for that quantity of units, as well as non-fuel charge and VAT and environmental levy, we are getting total $117 is the total monthly electricity bill. Here I have not considered the adjustments that is mainly coming in the form of brought forward, which is pending from the previous bill, or which may be given by the government with some discount, that is not considered here. But actually this is the bill without considering all those other factors. So here is there any doubt till this particular slide? Or can we complete it and take a question?
Are there any questions on the electricity bill that anyone wishes to ask at this point? Please feel free to raise your hand if you do. Go ahead, Mr. Willan Mark.
Yeah, what I want to ask though, is there a, oh, this thing just slipped me. As it concerns the electricity bill in terms of net metering, what rate does Grenada use for that?
Net metering, actually nowadays there is net metering purpose some $0.4 per unit generation is given, but those things I think I need to check it and get back to you. Maybe by tomorrow's session I can get back to you that point. Around $0.4 per unit is wiped off from the total overall electricity bill.
Thank you. And as Mr. Mohan mentioned, he'll clarify and get back to you, Mr. Mark, at tomorrow's session. Are there any other questions? Okay, if not, we can go ahead with the other case study.
Yeah. So here This is, I am considering one case study with respect to this household system. Here, the major energy consumer is air conditioning system, whereas bringing more inverter driven air conditioning system will definitely bring down a little bit of energy. Considering the outdoor lighting, where Grenada is blessed with good solar energy and all, the outdoor lighting or perimeter lighting can be replaced with solar lighting systems, which I will explain in this one, how it will impact on your electricity bill. So here I am considering that the two metal halide lamps can be replaced with solar street lamps, which is, whereas the efficacy of the LED is very high when compared to the efficiency of LED is very high when compared to the metal halide light. For the same, to get the same light output, 40 watt metal halide can be equivalent to only 20 watt LED light. So here nowadays this integrated solar street lamps are coming, which is having a inbuilt sensor to switch on or switch off the light with respect to day and night, as well as there is some amount of battery based energy storage. So this has become a completely new concept and very effective in outdoor applications. When we replace these metal halide lamps with this so integrated solar street lamps, the overall street lighting energy can be completely eliminated. So here from the total 123 units, 24 units are automatically subtracted, and we are having only around 98 or less than 99 units of energy consumption per month. So with that consumption, if we calculate our electricity bill, we can see that the environmental levy as well as VAT is completely eliminated, and the overall electricity, the bill for the electricity for this kind of consumption is coming down to 84%, which is around 30% less than the previous month electricity bill with respect to the appliances, same appliances being used. So the investment cost for these solar lamps can be around $1,000, and with this saving per month of $30 per month, so we can save more than, and the payback can be around 2.5 years. These calculations, in-depth calculations, will be explained in the tomorrow's session also. So so we are coming to the final slide here.
Sorry, I just have a quick question. Can you go back to the previous slide?
Yeah.
Okay, so the 122.8 was from the electricity bill, but I wanted to,
Yes.
right, I wanted to confirm, where did you get the 24 from?
I have calculated here with respect to the appliances.
So 24 comes from this outdoor lighting. Okay, great.
Based on this one.
Okay, I missed that. Thank you. So you're saying that with outdoor lighting, there's zero.
Yeah, we have whatever electricity is being used for outdoor lighting can be substituted completely with solar based street lighting.
Okay, understood. Thank you so much.
So this concept is evolving in a big manner and very effective for outdoor applications. Is there any questions I can take? So we have come to the end of the session, and these are the final day exercise, just we have designed 5 small questions which the participant can answer in the chat box or they can answer orally. So based on the understanding, they can answer these things. Coming to the first question, what is important to collect during home energy audit from the monthly electricity bill?
So I'll call on, Mr. Mark, would you like to answer that question?
One of the things is also to collect some data in terms of your loads, you look at your equipment. The other thing would be that of things like your bills and so to be able to conduct that proper audit there. Also interacting with the home users as well will give you an understanding of how things are done, look at how the equipments are, whether they're old, whether they're new. All of those things would determine basically, would give you the audit summary a better report.
Yeah, good. But that is with respect to our home, what all things are available, we can take. And with respect to monthly electricity bill, we can collect the what is the historical energy consumption, like in terms of kilowatt hour for past 8 months, how it is varying, and per day what is the consumption. That will give us a good estimation what will be our these things. And with respect to our household appliances and number of operating hours, we can correlate with this energy consumption. So this is the next question. Environmental levy and VAT are applicable above dash units of monthly electricity consumption.
If anyone was taking great notes, please feel free to jump in here.
So it is 99. Binta has answered, people has answered correctly. Yeah, 99 units. Correct. So coming to the third question, if any home purchases solar based LED lamps for perimeter or outdoor lighting, it means the house is promoting dash either energy efficiency or energy conservation or energy management. In these terms, you can answer any of the 3, depending on your understanding from the previous slides. So one participant has answered energy efficiency, management, efficiency. So it is actually energy conservation, because we are completely replacing that one with the outdoor lighting.
So on this point, can you just re-explain conservation versus energy efficiency, please?
Yes, pardon?
So we have a number of persons that would have said energy efficiency. Can you just re-explain the principle of conservation versus efficiency? Just very quickly. You don't have to go back to the slides, but.
That's what mainly in whatever way efficiently we are using the energy, like to do particular task. For doing a particular task, when we are doing minimum energy for the same task, it is mainly called as energy conservation. Whereas for if you are completely replacing the old one with a new one, which is a efficient one, that is called as energy efficiency practice.
Okay, great. Thank you.
So coming to the fourth question, what type of electricity end users is predominant in Grenada? Yes. It is either residential or domestic sector. So coming to the final question, home energy audit needs the discussion with family members. Again, so you can answer either yes or no with respect to. So these discussions you will be carrying with your family members or any other friends and circle about these things. Yes. Yes, it is exactly yes. So this is coming to the conclusion of the first day webinar here. So tomorrow we will be actually introducing step-by-step approach to home energy audit, like how in the previous slides different steps were explained. So we will go through in depth on each step, how we have to collect the energy, how we can calculate, and what are the energy efficiency options available in each segment, and how we can buy, what are the points we can consider while buying a new equipment. Everything we can understand based on tomorrow's session.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rao and Mr. Mohan, for taking us through today's presentation. Participants, we thank you so much for being interactive for your questions and for participating today. Tomorrow we start at 9 a.m. for another 1.5 hour session, and we look forward to your participation, and we encourage you to also please tell your friends and family to join tomorrow. So thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Nadia.